Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. So let's look at this week. We're starting it off with a major full moon happening in the sign of Aquarius on the 11th, and it's forming a fixed grand cross with the fixed signs. So that is you, Taurus, Aquarius and Leo. So this is where I feel like something comes to a head, like those, it's like something needs to budge that doesn't want to budge at this moment in time. But once it does shift and change, because this full moon is being ruled by Saturn, Saturn is wanting to kind of shift or change some kind of structure in your life or create a new structure in your life that is going to kind of free you and make something better. But it may be, there may be some resistance to it, or it may kind of go, well, I don't see how that can happen. So it's interesting, but I'm kind of getting, we've got father, husband, brother, son coming through as the message from the Ascended Masters. So this is one of the very few kind of gender-specific energies, but it can just be the divine masculine as well. But there could be something coming in around if that role or somebody that occupies that role in your life at this moment in time. So yeah, definitely interesting, something coming through around that. We'll pull some more cards and get some clarification around that. So yeah, I kind of what I get with this full moon is that there's a lot happening. This big portal is activating and opening up on the 5D realms to higher consciousnesses, but it on the 3D, it can seem a little bit like chaos. So it might just be there's these two different levels of perception of what's going on here. So this particular relationship with either your father, husband, brother, son, or if you are one of them yourself, or with just a male in your life that's very significant, or somebody, this could be you working with your own divine masculine as well, or somebody that has a lot of divine masculine energy. This is, and the divine masculine is all about doing, how you're doing in, doing things in the world. So themes of the week, we have 9 of Crystals, security and abundance, and 4 of Shells, soul searching and reevaluation. So I think, you're looking at things that around your security, what makes you secure, who makes you secure, what sort of things in your life bring you security, what sort of things in your life bring you abundance, or is how much of a sense of abundance is there. And abundance can just be the doing things that you really enjoy, the pleasure and enjoyment you're getting from life at this moment. But it can also mean things like amount of money that you're getting coming in, how much love you're getting in. It can be all of that. And with the soul searching and the reevaluation, I feel like there's a big think about all of this and and evaluating energy. And I like that because the Aquarius energy is very detached. I'm getting for a lot of the signs, the best way to manage this energy is kind of detached from any kind of drama and to connect up to the higher spiritual realms. That's where you're going to find the clarity. And I feel like this particular role or relationship with this person that's coming in, or this energy, divine masculine within you, is something that you're deeply thinking and reevaluating. So you might be thinking about how you're going about this. Is this person bringing this to you? Is being in this role creating this? Or it could be, what do I have to do to kind of bring this in? The reevaluation energy is exactly what that Saturn in Aquarius is wanting you to do, is to evaluate and restructure something or bring in new structures. So it's positive in a way that you're seeing how things are weaving. There's kind of been a web that's been woven into your life. And the webs are interesting because they're very creative for a start. It's like, what is it that you're creating? It's the act of creation here. And what is it that you want to create into your life? But it can also feel like, where have you felt like you've been caught in a web or stuck in a web? Where are you feeling like a little bit more sensitive about something that's coming up this week? So there's a lot of that going on at this moment in time. So what's shifting and changing? We've got Wand King, Leo, Crown. This is the divine masculine. So we are in Leo season as well. So we've got the Leo Aquarius opposition with the full moon coming in. And on a positive note, the Wand King, Leo, Crown. What is it that you're taking action on this week? You've got the courage of the conviction to go, right, this is what I'm doing, and to follow your passions, follow your drives, and to just, set new goals or take action of some sort. The other thing that's shifting and changing is Cup 6, Neptune, Scorpio energy. So there's potentially something from the past, or something to do with the blurring of the past or boundaries around something with the past that's shifting and changing, or someone from the past as well. So this could be stirring up some old feelings or some deeper emotions that you might think, well, I don't know if I necessarily want to revisit that, but I do feel like it's this Neptune blurs all sorts of boundaries. It blurs everything. So with the Scorpio energy there, it's something deep that's been very blurry to you, that it's potentially been hard to emotionally connect or see clearly what's been going on with this deep emotion. And that's where I feel like, connecting into that Four of Shells, which is the soul searching, the reevaluation. And again, it could be brought back to the father, husband, brother, son energy. This could be any kind of a deep emotion around that energy, but the Wand King is that you're making some sort of positive shift and change and taking action and stepping into a leadership role here. And it can be very creative as well with the Wand King Leo crown. So yeah, I think it's potentially taking you into some uncomfortable emotional depths, but you're kind of coming up out of it with a sense of purpose, which is also going to feel good. So let's see, what do you need in this situation? What is the message from the universe about what you may need in this situation that's coming through for you, Scorpio? So I am seeing this full moon as there's some tricky energies that are around. There's some tricky terrain that's coming in. And so, yeah, we'll see what's coming through. What do you need? Seven of Swords, you need a plan. The Seven of Swords, this is a evaluation energy. It's where you're enacting, or you've evaluated something and you're enacting a strategy or a plan. So definitely you need a plan with the Seven of Swords. This is a plan towards freedom. So that's also the good news with that, which is really good. And it's also, you might need to be really discreet. You might need to be doing something behind the scenes, that necessary action that needs to be done. So that's also something that's coming through with all of this. What's coming towards you that you may or may not know about? The Knight of Pentacles. This is something really, or someone really reliable, dependable, something that's going to be better for your long-term future, something you can really rely upon or depend upon. And so it's a slower moving energy. It might feel like nothing's happening at first with this, but further down the track, when you look back, you'll go, okay, that was the point where things started to shift and change, and I can see the difference now with this Knight of Pentacles. So this is also a trustworthy energy. So a trustworthy advisor, or somebody that you can trust in your life, which is really great. And somebody that's going to stick around for a long time, or something that's going to stick around. So this plan could be around your long-term financial future, or your long-term future when it comes to a relationship where you're living. That's what I think that's really about, what's grounding down in terms of a longer-term vision here. Consequences of that, the Judgment energy. Okay, this is heeding the call. Something is coming, calling to you. It's going to require clearing a whole heap of stuff out here with the Judgment energy, things from the past coming up to be cleared out, which you're like, not again. But then it moves into this sense of a whole new phase, a whole new energy. The energy opens and clears up, and it's like a rebirth energy of sorts with the Judgment, which is really lovely. So it can be also feel like a second chance, which is really nice. So let's look at the major external influences that are happening at this moment in time. Of course, it's the Devil. This is where you're feeling really stuck or bound to somebody. There could be a situation that you've stayed in or held on to for too long, or there's somebody very toxic and narcissistic around you with the Devil energy. This can represent any kind of negative pattern that's going on in your life, whether it's related to money, health. It could be debt, money, health, or anything. But yes, this is the major factor. So it's going to become pretty clear when you're doing your reevaluation of this Devil energy and a bit of soul searching that you're going to want to get away from this energy. So the Devil energy, I feel like, is, again, look at where the father, husband, brother, son energy, this could be also like, it can be like a boss energy that's coming through, or just, like I said, any kind of divine masculine. But it's like you've been very stuck with this energy, which is actually, it's good that it's shifting. And look what else is coming through, the Star card. So this is the card of Aquarius. You've got the two cards of Aquarius coming in, which is the Seven of Swords. That's Saturn saying reevaluate, make a plan, restructure. And the star card is the divine North Star, when you connect into that beautiful high energy that is guiding you into a deep replenishment as well, guiding you towards the future, which is really nice. So out of some energies, and I do feel like with this Neptune Scorpio energy here of potentially some deeply held emotions that have been kind of quite stuck there, that could have been festering for a while. So this is actually a positive shift because we've got the water bearer here with the star card. It's sort of cleansing and connecting in deep to the source energy and letting that energy flow and bringing some healing to that energy, which is actually really nice. So I'm going to pull an affirmation card. Oh, no, the best way to manage or make the most out of this energy, let's have a look at what's coming through for you, Scorpio. We have the buffalo reversed. Okay, interesting. Now, the buffalo is actually kind of quite Saturnian as well because it always represents its time. It's time for something. And yeah, reversed, it becomes an air sign. That becomes an air signal rather than an earth. So it's something going on inside your mind that there's something big going on inside your mind there with the buffalo energy, where there's like this sense of an inner resolve. It's very Taurian with the buffalo energy, which is kind of like you're either thinking of it's time to let go of something or time to not let go and not give up on something. So it's going to be different for all of you depending on what's going on for you. But I feel like there's this determined energy that comes through with this. Because I feel like this very strong inner resolve with the buffalo is I see the issue, I see what's going on, and I'm taking it on head first, which feels really great with this buffalo energy. So the best way to manage it is to actually listen to those higher messages that are coming through from the intuition or the 5D, and then allow it to guide you to find solutions where you thought solutions didn't exist, and then commit to those solutions and very much getting a sense of it's time. So what is it time for? Is it time to step into this, or is it time to let something go? And that's kind of the big energy that's coming in around it with that buffalo energy coming in. So it usually is a really, really, the buffalo is usually a really fortunate omen that there's something, even though it may feel like there's some conflict around, it's a fortunate omen that this thing that you're stepping into, this message that you're getting in from the divine here with the judgment energy, message from the angels coming in. Let yourself sit with that for a little while and see where you're moving, because it's a little bit like a big shift and change in direction that's slow moving. Absolutely slow moving. So it's not like they're showing me it's a bit like this Knight of Pentacles, very slow, but it's like moving a huge, one of those big ships, like those liners that are like massive, and it takes a while for them to actually change direction. And so it feels like that. There's a slowness to it, but there's a determination and there's a power to it as well. It feels like a powerful shift of direction that's coming through here. So yeah, beautiful to come through with that buffalo energy. And like I said, the buffalo comes in when there's a really good omen that something portentous or there's something perhaps fortunate could be happening. But I kind of get, like I said, it's a slower moving energy, and it's like something maybe further down the field. You might, like further down in time, you might really look back and go, yes, I see that was worth it, making that shift and change. So let's see. Let's pull an affirmation card for you, Scorpio. So the star card is also just feeling more hopeful for the future, which is a nice energy. And it can feel like with this and the buffalo energy, there's hidden wishes coming true, but it's sort of further down the track. So this is kind of the potential of the energy, but it's like about making that 1 degree turn now so that the direction shifts and changes. So that's kind of what I'm getting, Scorpio, for you. It says, my income is constantly increasing. Okay, so definitely with this abundance, it could be to do with income and money. I begin now today to open myself to ever increasing prosperity. So that's exactly it. I begin now today. Whatever it is that they're beginning now today could have far-reaching consequences here. And so this could even just be energetically opening up to it or emotionally opening up to it as well. And it says, again, I prosper wherever I turn. There's a lot going on in terms of prosperity and finances. I now see opportunities for abundance everywhere. I am blessed and prospered. So that's fantastic because that was the theme, security and abundance coming in here, and a lot of positive stuff coming in around that. Around the changes that you make now or start today, you could find yourself in a very different position later on, like in terms of financially or in terms of the income that you're bringing in. So that's it, Scorpio. That's your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and look forward to seeing you next time. And just quickly, like, they're bringing me back to the father, husband, brother, son energy, which is the divine masculine of taking action. But they're also saying, is there somebody in your life that that has been like a role model or a guide? And so look at, this is part of the soul searching and reevaluation. Has your father, for instance, taught you a certain way of being with your finances and abundance and prosperity? Is this something you want to emulate, or is it something you want to let go of? Is it someone else that you want to kind of use as a guide and to emulate and to kind of inspire you as to the future direction? So they're just bringing me back to that. So that's it, Scorpio. Thanks so much for joining me. And yeah, please like, subscribe, and take care.